guys, we have made it into the antique mall in Lakeland, Florida. Not been here in a while, but look at this. This is Big George. It's an animatronic, looks like Mickey Mouse, but it's an animatronic. It reminds me of Billy Bob's Wonderland back in Huntington, West Virginia. I've been to a long time ago, but this is a very fragile Peter Pan old statue. It looks like he was outside of a convenience store on Disney property. Of course, we're about 45, 50, just under an hour from Disney here in Lakeland. And also, this looks like a ride vehicle that was in like a parking lot or in a near a store somewhere. This is a Tom and Jerry. I see Tom is driving the motorcycle here, and Jerry in the sidecar. This also reminds me of the Harry Potter ride at Universal as well. The Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. I've ridden that twice. So we'll take a look. There's some new stuff here. So let's go ahead and go check out the exhibits. Of course, we have we're going to take a look at some of the Disney merch, but right now we're kind of in some sort of Disney area property, as well as collectible pins, which I do like the pins here. Like they have the orange bird. These are all orange bird pins. Different kinds of orange birds are different. Like the one relaxing by the beach. There's one here that looks like Star Wars. And then you got the orange bird, just the collectible pin. Oh, here's one. This is the movie Mickey's comedy scene. I kind of like this one. It sounds good, just like a movie title. That's one reason why I like coming to the antique malls, because they have pins at really good prices, better than the ones at Disney Springs, which are crazy expensive. We'll continue looking. There's some Christmas stuff here. Of course, Christmas, the reason they call it Christmas in July, even though now we're in the month of August, July is literally the halfway point of the year between the summer and then the holiday season. And look at this. It's a Mickey Mouse pirate nutcracker. Too bad he's got a blue coat instead of a red coat, because red coat would be he'd be like a Buccaneer, Tampa Bay Buccaneer pirate, or Buccaneer Mickey. And I like this old-fashioned toy soldier Mickey. The Christmas season. Let's see how he goes for $130 for a drummer toy soldier Mickey. And soccer Mickey. Music, wind me up, snow swirling, playing. Let's see. Ooh, it's a soccer. See, it plays. It's got all the characters on the bottom with Pluto, Donald, Goofy, and of course Mickey in the globe. You can see you got the. You can go on wood base, be $50. Ooh, I like that. Look, then you got the old statues here. China and Japan. Oh, oxen there. They're like a water buffalo, I think. Water buffalo. Of course, here you also got the different bottles and tools, mechanics as well. Some gator heads. Look how sharp that tooth is on that gator. Imagine biting down your fingers, it'd be gone.
Yeah. You know what? If you're more welcome to take pictures, send it to her, and let her sign. Okay?
And we'll go back in here in a moment, and I want to take a look at some of them. Like this old Mickey Mouse collection. You got 8 boxes of crayons with Mickey. Oh, old autograph pen, Pixar ball on it, $4. Not bad. Oh, first visit, which actually is correct, would be right down my alley because that was the 25th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom when I went for my first time to Disney, when we had a thing in a basketball tournament in Orlando at the Wide World of Sports Resort, or near there. It was at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. That's where it was. So that's kind of neat that they have a very first visit, which is my first visit to Disney World. It's definitely got some new stuff in here. All these vintage toys, robots, dolls, space guns, old trolley, as well as old games, Mickey Acrobat, stuffed animals, and forget about the stuffed turkey. Of course, I think this is like, holy crap, this is very big. This goes for $200. It is a World War II wood dummy Navy Mark 6 practice dummy cartridge. This is just a cartridge, and it is extremely heavy. I can't even pick it up. It's that heavy. And just old cameras. These old little toys, knickknacks, old cameras, Polaroids. I wonder if they would still work. I wonder if they even have film. $20 for this. An old gun. Alright, so here's the old. It's that one. This one here. Old gun. As we move forward, see some other vintage items. Old airplane, old trinkets here. What's this? Old license plates from Pennsylvania. New Holland Pennsylvania. A lot of Pennsylvania. The bicentennial state of Pennsylvania. Are these all Pennsylvania? I'm collecting old Pennsylvania license plates. Old register. Gettysburg, PA. Look at this old pen. For $4. Virginia State Monument. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I've always wanted to go there. That's on my bucket list. To go to Gettysburg. Do a spin venture there. As well as other state parks out west, Colorado, Wyoming, where else? Gillette Castle State Park in Hadlin, Connecticut. Never heard of it. Montreal Expos. 1967. What? Old flat. Oh wow, this is like an old. It's like a flask. That's like an old. Carry that. It says old baseball. Who's this signed by? Ray. I can't read these signatures. Some more Disney pins. These are like the cheaper ones than the ones they got in there. This is the China one. This one's mini and a dark hot. Yeah, see, some of these are just like this. Oh, I like the shield. It's the lion. That's like the Spanish and St. Augustine. Ooh. This one's $1.80. Magic Music Days. Butterfly pin. Cell phone. These pins. And an action figure. Oh, there it is. More or less, this is a wind-up old roller coaster. Goes for $300. The box. That's Godzilla. Old Mickey Pumpkin ornament, I believe. Ornament. Yeah. Winnie the Pooh. There's all the Disney stuffed plushies. Squishmallows. My nieces are all into Squishmallows. They even got Buc-ee's. Of course, Buc-ee's the gas station chain / restaurant / convenience store mall. There's a plush Santa. Stands up. There he goes. Ooh. Of course you got got the Walt Disney World on Ice. We got the Walt Disney's Great Ice Odyssey. Got some shirts here. So like a 4th of July shirt. It's a large. Got a t-shirt, just roommate of the year, my dog. Disney Wish. Got different tumblers as well. Collector series. Original. That's a train conductor. $20. It's a Funko Mickey Mouse 90th anniversary true original train. That's cool. There's the old popcorn bucket from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. See, it's Donald dressed as a candy corn. That I've heard candy corn, they taste like a waxed candle. That's how disgusting they are. They're so gross. So If you ever eaten a wax candle, that's what they taste like. Got some Mickey ear bands, Mickey ears. Here's some from a past Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Trick or treat, my friends. Okay, I think we've hit the mother load of Disney pins. Look at this one. Disney parks. This one's just a trading pin, but it's like the mine cart. I don't even know what ride this is from, but I like it. Here's one of Mickey holding a baton. And there's one of Walt and Steamboat Willie. Oh, that sounds cool. I like this one. One of Mickey in the monorail. Oh yeah, that was more expensive than that. That one. Oh yeah, $5. I like this one. Just Mickey holding up a sign that says Walt Disney World. What's up here? 50th anniversary. Oh wow, that's definitely a rare one. Grinning Ghost Antiques, we're dying to make you a deal. It's all the different ones. Jessica Rabbit. Jack is back. Need to get more. So we'll save those pins for later. I'll go back and get them, but we're going to still look around. And see all the other collectibles we can find. Over there, there's Woody Woodpecker. Oh, statue of Mickey. Hollywood. Statuette for $56. The castle. Wow. That old self-dispenser of Mickey. Incredibles, the Hulk. That's Barbosa, I believe. Oh, that's good. It's old. This would be me. This would be me if I was made into a action figure and was Mickey Mouse. That would be me right there. Because I have a camera and I've got a brochure in the other, or a map, my camera around my neck, and in kind of like a Hawaiian Roosevelt shirt with a hat. Yeah, that would be me if I was Mickey Mouse. That's the old eagle statue for $80. See the two eagles flying. Then you got Precious Moments dolls. That look like children. One's cooking a hot dog. There's sausages. One's gathering up apples. Help each other up when you fall. Yabba Dabba Doo with the Flintstones, a mini statue. Yabba Dabba Doo phone. Clock coming. And then you got Santa, Mickey Mouse, Snow Globe, $200. I think it actually makes music because it looks like those move around. in a circle. And you got the Disney Castle. As we move forward, onward, in different cars. Also some shirts. Even a Goomba. Oh, you know, a Goomba plush. You also got Arthur. Remember Arthur from the 1990s? Some cool shirts and somewhat of a costume. Captain America. So we got here the Flash. Jason, I think that's supposed to be Jason for Halloween Horror Nights. You got more pins. These look like Universal, Marvel pins. You got, yeah, Universal. You got Shaggy, The Simpsons, Bart, horror and ticket, Halloween Horror Night ticket. You got the Harley Quinn, the Joker, Donkey Kong. Yeah, these are Universal. Got Disney pins over here. What goes up must come down. Oh boy. Saratoga Springs, Woody and Buzz, Stitch, a lot of Stitch. Got Mickey. I live for food and him. What does that mean? More pins in here. Yeah, that's a big pin there. I like this. Huh? I like that one. Train one. 18. These must be rare and collectible. That's probably why they're more expensive. Train. Oh, that's the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey circus train up there. You can see got an engine with the tender coal car and a couple of the train cars in the back, and then the caboose. And it's looks like a HO scale set. Of course, you got more trains back here, kind of in the glassware, more or less, because they're antique cars, they're older cars. Got Disney D23 caboose here. And then you got the box car with Tinkerbell, and on it, you got another box car with Mickey, and one more box car with Lilo and Stitch. You can see, show it here. There's Lilo and Stitch on that one. And these are most collectible items. Got the caboose on that one with the Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, and Goofy on the caboose. with a talking skeleton. Okay. Let's go ahead and just take a look at some of these items here. You got, there's the Haunted Mansion building, Haunted Mansion right beside this Niffler creature and a baby Niffler. That is adorable. And the giant strawberry. Tomato, I mean. That's a tomato. Giant tomato. Got a Mickey bobblehead. Oh, and kind of broke. There we go. I used to have a Mickey plush, kind of like this. Not really. He was more plump. Amputated foot. Okay. That's a big old coffee mug. Definitely could have my coffee in that. I don't need more coffee mugs though. I got plenty. I got more than I really need. Here's one of the Halloween shirts for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. There. Which I kind of like this shirt actually. It's too big for me though. It's a golf shirt. Mickey Mouse on it playing golf. There's an Animal Kingdom 25th anniversary shirt. So kind of looks like one of the outfit from a Jungle Cruise. Got this 1997. It's a nice jacket. It's an old-timey jacket here. You also got an Orange Bird sweatshirt. Polynesian Resort sweatshirt. Let's make our way down this way. Come this way. Not more. There's one of the Halloween buckets from, I think, 2 years ago. Where Mickey Mouse was dressed like a mummy. A popcorn bucket, and you would, I'm guessing you'd put the popcorn in, or candy in here, in the back of his head. And eat out of his brain. It's fascinating. Like here. Here's some of the sports. This is Minnesota, New Orleans, Penguins, Pittsburgh Penguins hockey, Boston Bruins, Speedway, Toronto Maple Leafs. This is the Houston Texans, California Speedway, Dover, Phoenix, Bristol. There's Texas. Well, that's Bristol. There's Kansas. Tennessee Titans Stadium. Okay, Montreal Canadiens. Houston. Oh, there's Arkansas. Oh no, that's the Cotton Bowl in 2012, where Arkansas beat Kansas State 29-16. Okay. Richmond, New York Jets, Vancouver hockey, Ottawa Senators, Michigan State. Well, okay. In Arizona, Atlanta. No, not even the Steelers. They didn't have the Steelers. Oh wow, what's all this? All of these are what? What are all these? Oh, these are all the posters. Browns, California. Atlanta Falcons, Florida Panthers, and Sunrise, Florida. University of Georgia on. Yeah, they have no. No, we don't need that one. These are all the posters. Here's all the sports section they got here. Action figures like they have on defense. Kevin Green. Okay, from the Steelers. When did he play? It looks like he played in the 70s or 80s. No, 1996. 1996. 1997 with John Elway. Yep, from the Broncos. Denver Broncos football. Right from the Bucks. Yep. Mike Allstott from 2000. There's baseball. There's football helmets. There's Jack Lambert signed metal mask for $235. And you got Leroy Selman, and Mike Allstott. Selman, there's Notre Dame. Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. But there's Ohio State. That's that is Howard Hopalong Cassidy. There's no way. Wow. For 165. Go Bucks. Alright, so back in the car now because it is raining now. Downpour outside, so gonna have to do the review right here. But I ended up getting 2 pins. This one first. This one's just a regular Mickey Mouse pin with the monorail beside it. It says Walt Disney World on it. And then I got one of the rare collectible pins. This one was, I believe it's a Disney pin, but I think it's either from, it looks like it's from, I think it's actually Indiana Jones, Skull Island. Yeah, Indiana Jones, Skull Island, that's the pin. Because Indiana Jones, you could see him, he's in the, right there. He's in the front of the mine cart. And 2 passengers behind him escaping the mine because it's on fire, and the skull inside the mine. So this is an Indiana Jones pin, and I like it because it's gold, black and gold, and silver. And also I like the pins that go into the just to the light, sunlight. So when it's sunny outside, this pin will like shimmer and sparkle. I like that. So it'll be cool to see that. And so we're gonna go ahead and place those on the bag here in a moment. And I kind of had a plan, just kind of basically just today was like a random day because I originally was not going to go anywhere. I wanted to rest a little bit, and I've still got a video uploading on my computer from 3 days ago, from Friday, and I was uploading that. I probably won't post that for a couple of days. I do end up going back to work tomorrow for 3 days, and then we're off Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we got a 3-day weekend this coming weekend. And so I wanted to kind kind of today was like one of those days where if I wanted to go somewhere, I can. And just to explore, just to be out of the house. And so, did that today. But we're going to make our way over to Kissimmee. We are not far. I am going to try to take the Sunrail because it's Monday and they only run Monday through Friday. And so I wanted to kind of go and take a ride on the train, which I haven't done that in a long time because they don't run on the weekends. And so we're going to do that. We're going to go over to Winter Park, I believe, explore downtown a little bit, and hopefully the rain will get out. Hopefully the rain will head out, and then we'll just make that our plan. But let's go ahead and head to Kissimmee. All right, so
welcome to Sunrail. Please have your Sun card ready for inspection. Bienvenido a Sunrail. Por favor, tenga su Sun card lista para la inspección.
We have left the station. As we're crossing, we are heading to Kissimmee.
Welcome to Sunrail. In event of an emergency, please exit through the side entrance doors, or if blocked, through the windows marked emergency on each level. The car is also equipped with a first aid kit and a defibrillator. Should you need emergency assistance, please contact the onboard crew in person. Remember, if you see something, say something. Bienvenido a Sunrail. En caso de emergencia, por favor,
Making our way to Kissimmee. That's our next stop on this trek, traveling by train. So we're definitely going faster than the cars. Very much rapidly speeding along towards Kissimmee. Not knowing I was not in downtown Kissimmee, I was actually in the outskirts of Kissimmee. But not a problem because we are not very far from Kissimmee. And then after Kissimmee will be, oh, it's right here. After Kissimmee will be Tupperware. And then Meadowwoods, we're actually going right here. Winter Park. That's our destination. We got a long way to go. We went from the beginning of the Sunrail line to the midway point of the Sunrail line. Just cruising along towards Kissimmee on the fast track of Sunrail. You know, when riding the train and just the rocking motion of the train makes you want to fall asleep because it's so relaxing. Train rides they can be strenuous, but can also be very relaxing as a vacationer, tourist, even as an employee going to and from work. This is how they get to and from work, especially in Orlando. It's convenient to work, to take the Sunrail to downtown instead of parking in a very expensive garage. So it's the Sunrail, very convenient, kind of fun too, especially for anyone who loves trains. The train just went southbound just right by us very quickly. So looking out the window, it's just, we're zooming through the countryside, neighborhoods, and towns, small towns. Next up is Sand Lake. And then we'll be heading into downtown Orlando. Soon we'll be arriving at Winter Park. good because I need to go to the bathroom.
The next stop is Sand Lake Road.
And we have made it to Winter Park, northbound to Mainland. But we gotta go across the tracks because I need to go find me a bathroom. And then we'll go exploring downtown. It's cloudy-ish. Sun's trying to peek out. We just got off the train. Sorry, I was talking to my friend from Gainesville. She had FaceTimed me on Facebook Messenger while I'm on a train. So, anyway, I'm gonna head over to the bathroom. Hopefully, they have a bathroom in the train station, which is right there. We gotta go across the tracks. But the southbound, where I go back to my car, here probably in another hour or two, I will eventually get back and then drive another hour and a half home, which is fine because I do enjoy the train ride. So let's go ahead and head to the bathroom and explore downtown Winter Park. Alright, so like I said, we made it to Winter Park. We are walking downtown Winter Park, just across the way from the train station. We're going to be here for a little bit, not for very long, because our next train leaves at 6:06, so we got to be back at the station by a little before 6 o'clock. I just wanted to come and explore Winter Park for a moment and look at all the different stores and see if there's any stores that pique my interest before we hop back on the train to head southbound towards Poinciana. And then drive 2 hours, about an hour and a 15-minute home. But so far, it's actually nice out. It's not raining. The sun's peeking in and out of the clouds. So for a good trip by train to town. More shops down this way. Got pop-us, shops. A lot of restaurants. A lot of restaurants through here. The train station's just right there. They're not very far away. Got a little break in the action from Sunrail. But before we jump back on and head back to Poinciana. Got some different shops through here. None that really piqued my interest, but more or less more like restaurants through here. Also some history. I'm gonna take a look at this sign over here, just across the way. Sign here, the Downtown Historic District, which was in the 1800s. Loring A. Chase of New Hampshire and Oliver Chapman of Massachusetts purchased the 600 acres now comprises Winter Park. Envisioned a community influenced by the New England towns of their childhood. Chase and Chapman designed brick streets to curve around the sparkling lakes and designated sites for churches, lakeside hotels, and a business district set adjacent to a large town of green Central Park. They named their creation Winter Park. Small town of Winter Park, Florida. You can drive here or take the Sunrail. In 2011, downtown Winter Park Historic District was placed on the National Register of Historical Places. district runs along Park Avenue from Canton Avenue to Comstock Avenue. Central Park, its surrounding streets compose the town's center for commerce, transportation, and homes for the early settlers. And just across the way over here is a Revolutionary War of Patriots. It commemorates the men and women who achieved American independence. These patriots, each believing in the noble cause of liberty, fought valiantly to found a new nation. Right here. So we made it to the Winter Park Historical Museum. Unfortunately, it is closed today. It won't reopen until next week during the festival they're having here in Winter Park. I think it's like a farmer's market. The farmer's market, that's what it is. And then that's where when it'll reopen. And so, but we're here because the Downtown Historic District, this used to be, the Winter Park Historical Museum used to be the old train depot when the Atlantic Coastline Railway ran through here into Winter Park in 1927. At that time, the Winter Park was a central shipping point for citrus, as well as receiving station of farm and construction supplies. Much of what was built in the early Winter Park was delivered to this freight depot building. It was purchased by the city in 1978, and the freight depot was the location of the first municipal farmers market in Orange County from 1979 to 2020. The depot has now been repurposed as a meeting and event space, becoming both a sustainable and profitable investment in the preservation of the city's heritage. As we celebrate America's 250th birthday this year, the bicentennial of America.
Solamente en las áreas designadas. Always beware of the second train coming. Please obey all warning signals on pedestrian crossings and move only at designated areas. Estén siempre pendientes de un segundo tren que pueda llegar. Obedezcan todas las señales de advertencia y solamente en las áreas designadas.
Another train coming. It's right here. Birthday cars on it. Launchpad to New Frontiers. 1776.
Obedezcan todas las señales de advertencia en los cruces de peatones. Solamente en las áreas designadas.
There's our train. See the brakes, how they apply. All right, this is our stop. Let's go ahead and leave them off.
Always beware of the second train coming. Obey all warning signals on pedestrian crossings and constantly at
Go ahead
designated
and
areas.
hop on.
O el embajador de San
Sunrail and back to Point Siena.
Put it behind you. Don't put your bag on the floor. It's nasty. Put it behind you. Don't put it on the floor. It's in the front part, the back part, Ava. Yeah, back there. Yeah. The pen is back there also. Or you guys can share pens when you see things.
Alright, so we are at Advent Health Station. We're almost to downtown Orlando.
This
That's
is the
the
Advent
abrupt
Health
stop.
Station. Esta parada is Advent Health Station.
Alright, now we're off. Rolling in.
You also accidentally broke on your face. Sit down.
Please have your sun card ready for
You
inspection.
got a little marker pen on your
Bienvenido a Sunrail.
They're in a roll.
Por favor, tenga su sun
That's
card
okay.
lista para la inspección.
A what?
Next stop, Links.
Colorful.
Links Central Station. And then be in downtown Orlando.
Welcome to Sunrail. Ventanas que tengan
We're
el
workers over here
letrero
in
que
Fifth
dice
Avenue,
Emergency
Ohio
en
State.
cada nivel. Este tren
That's
también
right.
está equipado
Said it's
con
gonna be a good
oficina
year.
de primeros auxilios.
I
y un
firmly
vestido
believe he is
de
correct.
Si requiere ayuda de
Did you see what's
emergencia,
at the bottom?
Ohio
haga
State
el favor de
University.
avisarle
What's
a
past
un miembro de la
gonna be fun.
What it says under
Especially
your
at the game
Y recuerde,
in a month.
si ve algo,
I'll be in
You can
Columbus.
do it to, like either tonight or tomorrow. Like what was your
Super
favorite
excited.
for today? That's
So
fine too.
there'll be
But I don't have
our
any,
next stop
like,
is Links Central Station.
probably when we get home.
Like I said, and then we'll be in downtown.
please report any safety and security issues promptly to your Sunrail conductor, security personnel, or ambassador.
Down the tracks.
Por favor,
You can see.
informe cuestiones de seguridad
Down the tracks.
a su conductor,
There we go.
personal de seguridad o la
Good to see the sound of the train and the track rattling, the rocking back and forth. To me, it's peaceful. Listen to different conversations. Seeing what other people are talking about. What's on the subject matter. Different topics. As we cross over into Sand Lake Road Station. It's our next stop. And then we got Meadowwoods, Tupperware, Kissimmee, then Vine Station. We got a little ways to go for me. But
ready for inspection.
this is the last
Bienvenido a Sunrail.
station.
Por favor, tenga su sun card lista para la inspección.